Hi and welcome to show 61, and we are joined in the shed this week by the Style Warrior himself.
Hello.
He's brought along a cracking selection of tracks, and we've been here and sweating in the shed for hours.
That's right.
Trying to work out what we should play. I mean, at one point we all had our clothes off at the start.
We've only just put them back on.
Yeah.
We've also got some cracking bits of original artwork.
Oh yeah, some killers, which I'm sure will go for lots of money and probably cost you a lot of money through lawsuits. But anyway, yeah. So what's this first one that we got playing then?
Okay, this is Drum More by the Link Quartet. Yeah, the Link Quartet. Hammond Beat Records back in 2002, 2003, something like that, 7-inch.
And you actually did the artwork for the label, is that right?
Yes, I did the artwork for the label, the logo, identity, album covers. Yeah,
Talented guy.
but yeah, good bit of Hammond funk.
That's right. We like a bit of organ fiddling.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's very nice. I have to say, never heard of this before, but it's pretty good.
I'm pretty sure you can pick up most of their sevens still online. So hammondbeat.com.
We'll put the details in.
We'll put the details.
Okay,
Yeah. Nice. Cool. Yes, so we're going to stay on the sort of like jazz funk theme with our next one from Mr. Martin, and so here we go.
Yep. Billy Cobham, drummer extraordinaire.
Yeah, big head nod moment here.
Yeah. It's like a Wayne's World moment.
It is, yeah. I've even got my cap on, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I picked this up at a car boot about a month ago. Didn't really know anything about Billy Cobham. Cob ham.
Cob ham.
Ham cobs.
Yeah. You like
yeah.
a bit of ham.
Obviously, as soon as you hit this, you recognise the Gangstar sample. And yeah, you can't go wrong, can you?
No, you can't go wrong with a Gangstar sample. Well, the Leo Sayer one, but no. More of that in a minute, actually. But yeah, no, wicked tune this. Crosswinds on Atlantic from, I think, 1974. Yeah, well, I got it right for once. Woohoo!
So he's the drummer, is he?
He's the drummer, yeah. But obviously, you know, produced the whole album. But yeah, there's a couple of others as well. There's Stratus, is it? Is that the other album? With a big, massive attack break on it, which you know as well. So, yeah, wicked. Nice one. Now we're going to be hopping and skipping to some wicked UK hip-hop next, which we should do, obviously, with Mr. Style Warrior. That's a hell of a name you've given yourself, I have to say.
Well, yeah, I mean, taken from the Hijack tune, so
yes.
I've got to live up to it.
Of course, and obviously we should say a big hello to Lady Style Warrior out there as well. Yeah,
Watching the show while sewing.
Yes.
Anyway, so here's our next
Style Warrior manner.
Yeah, that's right.
She wears the Style Warrior bikinis.
Oh, nice. Oh, well, you could have bought something for us.
So you need one today.
Yeah,
And everyone watches. We are the official Style Warrior models. Chris is actually modelling.
I've got this one again. Yeah, I wore it a couple of weeks ago, but it's my favourite T-shirt at the moment.
Shows off his tan at the moment. The nice yellow.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go with the new acquisition.
Nice and moody.
A
Bit like us.
yeah.
Get angry.
Oh, when we're not here, we're really moody. Killer tune.
Possess the mic, so visit the spirit
kinetic effects, physical exercise, this one's called, and this came out about a year ago, just over a year ago, on Gibbo Productions. Not it's 10-inch, I'm not sure actually you can buy it anymore, I don't know if there's any more left.
Yeah, I remember buying it when it first came out, and I think it was fairly limited in its run, but this one, is this signed?
That's signed by Insane Macbeth.
Signed by Insane Macbeth. To Martin Lovegrove, love you lots, kiss, enjoy Insane Macbeth. That's lovely.
Honestly,
He's a sweetie. Doesn't sound like one, you know what I mean, but behind closed doors it's pussycat.
So, I mean, the story with this is it's unreleased, it was recorded probably about 20 years ago when the first 12s came out. And I think there might have been a whole album's worth of this stuff, but these are the only two that I've ever heard played anywhere, so I'm not sure about that.
Blind, really good, I have to say. Clear vinyl as well, we like a bit of clear vinyl.
Yeah.
Wicked use of samples as well.
I think a lot of you will be on this one after the show's finished.
Yeah, and the next one that we got coming up has also got some wicked samples and really good production work as well. And this is another nice slice of resurrected UK hip hop. So here we go. Killer tune, killer breakbeat obviously on that James Brown tip from that Motherload album. So, what's this?
This is Solid and Mind, Battle Tip Rhyme. Okay, there you go. And Solid and Mind were part of the Liberty Groove label way back when, and also Whirlwind D, who's the MC, worked in the Liberty Groove shop. And they released 112 back in the day, but they had demos for 2 other releases that didn't happen. And then he kind of resurrected them a few years ago, got them out. So there's this one, there's also one called Centre Stage. I don't think you can buy either of them on vinyl now, they're sold out.
Right.
Hunt around, you might find one, but they're well worth it.
I'm gonna. Wicked. Yeah, I've got a few bits on Liberty Grooves actually, but this is nice. Wicked sample-based hip-hop, you can't go wrong with that at all.
And Whirlwind D is getting around quite a lot at the moment. He's doing stuff with Mr. Fantastic. He's got a great 12-inch called Late Night Rhyme. No, Bristol Bill was the name of the EP. Tell you what else he's been doing. He's done stuff on the B-Line record label with Agent Finch and a load of others. So he's getting around, you know, he's doing alright there.
Cool. Wicked. Nice, very nice.
Anyway, after now, let's go to the interview with the man himself.
Yeah, now we're going to go and have a chat with Martin. Welcome Mr. Martin from Style Warrior to the shed. It's a lovely sunny day, probably the hottest day of the year.
It is.
But 3 men stuck in a shed talking about stuff. So
Chris and I are naked on the other side of the
that's
camera.
right, yeah. So if Martin does...
I can see 2 impressive tools. I grew up in a town called Lichfield, which is kind of a country bumpkin town really as far as hip-hop's concerned. And we would go to Birmingham quite a lot. So on the train line, all of a sudden the graffiti would crop up. And I think she kind of noticed that it would kind of catch my attention, kind of looking at stuff. And bless her, to her credit, when Style Wars was first screened on Channel 4, I'm guessing it was quite a late time that they showed it, because I'd gone to bed and she was like, "Oh, I think Martin would like that," so she taped it for me.
Brilliant, Mum.
Yeah, exactly. So I remember going, "This is fucking brilliant," and pausing every frame, copying the pieces. And then I think like within a year, Subway Art the book came out.
Yeah.
So I was kind of definitely locked into that world of art. I remember getting this C90 tape full of 12s.
Right.
And the only 2 that I can remember now are there was early Ice-T on there, so Killer.
Yeah.
I remember was on there. But the one was Man Parish, Boogie Down Bronx.
Well, yeah.
And it sort of coincided with the time I had my first Walkman, so it was just on
Moonwalking to school.
doing like the caterpillar.
Yeah, like the Ready Preg advert.
Yeah, I've been told recently that I do walk like Mr. Soft, so it's probably not far off it. So I remember on the Walkman pausing the Man Parish until I managed to write down all the words. And then I remember someone else saying to me, "Oh yeah, if you like that, you want to get yourself a copy of Electro 7." And I was like, "Okay." And I didn't realise that there was an Electro 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just heard this name, Electro 7.
Yeah.
Where I lived, we had one record shop, there was Woolworths, and there was this record shop called Tudor Records, which was about the size of this shed. It was tiny.
Huge. It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. So I remember my mum used to go to Brum every week to go to the rag market. And I said to her, and my mum was she would have been probably my age back then. But my mum was one of these people, because the way she wore her hair, it was like a Victorian, she looked like bun. So
Right.
she looked like Mrs. Pepperpot. Right? And behind closed doors, she had a mouth like a sailor. But in public, she was a Hyacinth Bouquet.
Right.
So I said to my mum, when you go to Birmingham, can you get me an album? Yeah, what do you want? Electro 7. Okay. Now when my mum used to go to Birmingham, she'd go to the rag market and the bull ring, so she never really ventured into the town, so she had to leave her comfort zone to go into HMV or whatever. And this vision of this lady going, like a bit like J.R. Hartley, saying, "Have you got Electro 7? And I remember coming home from school that Friday and she's like, "Yeah, I got it for you." And mate, I was done. Done. Put it on. Egyptian Lover girls that seem to go on for about half an hour.
Itchy Band Scratch.
Mate, Itchy Band Scratch.
Yeah.
So many people don't like that track.
I love that track. It's brilliant, yeah.
Absolutely, and that was it. So I made it my mission to buy all the electro series.
So in regards to the Heroes of UK Hip Hop website, I remember sort of like viewing that on a daily basis myself. And what sort of things did you get involved in? I mean, did you find your inner youth again? Was it something that awoke you after 10 years?
It was totally that. It was totally that. Yeah, I mean, as we was talking earlier on, I found a copy of Big Daddy magazine that had an interview with DJ Supreme in it, which kind of made me remember some of the stuff that I used to listen to. And through searching online, trying to find this alternative version to the Horns of Jericho album, discovered the Heroes website, and then through their forum, I could actually see that there were hundreds of people my age kind of saying exactly the same thing. Oh yeah, we used to love it back in the day, there's everything that comes out now shit, blah blah blah, grumpy old men. And I was like,
wearing baggy jeans.
I felt like I found my spiritual home.
Yeah.
So I used to go on there on a daily basis, just chatting with people for, I don't know, a good year or so. And then I thought to myself, I'd like to buy a Hijack t-shirt, and there wasn't, you know, nobody was selling them, there wasn't a way to get hold of them. So I kind of took the initiative to contact Supreme and do my own, and it kind of started from there. So in that first year, I did about 4 or 5 different designs: Son of Noise, Overlord X, Gunshot, MC Mello, Hijack. I had designed a Music of Life shirt, and I was quite keen to do it because I'd already got permission from Simon Harris to do it. The design work had already been done, so I thought, well, I might as well do this and then I can just call it a day. So I got back in touch with Simon, and he said, yeah, you know, cool, just go ahead and do it. And it went down really well, and because the few years had moved on and Facebook and Twitter and all that sort of stuff were much more available, and there was a lot more people that were into this scene easily to find via those mediums. I thought, okay, well maybe I shouldn't stop it. Maybe I should just keep it going and see how far I can do it for.
In regards to that T-shirt, because I remember buying one off of you myself, wasn't there some blurb or something in regards to how the person came up with the logo in the first place? Yeah.
So the Music of Life, the label, had an in-house designer called, what was his name? Chris Bernardo.
Right.
He's actually like a descendant to Dr. Bernardo.
Oh right. Loves kids.
Yeah, in a good way.
Yes.
So he was their in-house designer, and the logo for Music of Life is
some South American fire god or something.
I think something like a Greek god.
Yeah.
It's something like Akanaki or something, and I can't remember what the meaning was now. But he was. I mean, I found Chris via Twitter. And he was really great, and he gave me this long explanation of how he got to it, and he actually scanned in the book. Yeah,
I remember, that's right, because you sent it out with the T-shirt.
Yeah, and I was really proud to have this history of the logo to put out. Unfortunately, when it came to like the next T-shirt I did after that, which was MC Duke, which he also did the logo for, and things like the Demon Boys, he's like, do you know what, I can't remember. I can't remember anything about it. So it's a shame that I couldn't have that much detail to go with everything that I've done. But, you know, fair play to him for sharing that information. Well, I'm doing a Beat Street T-shirt,
awesome,
which is going to be available to buy probably when this is live.
Is that the one with spit on it?
Spit on it. Yeah. So it's little things like, it's just stuff now that as and when I think of something, I'll do it. All the T-shirts that I've done, they're always there to be reprinted. If I get enough people say, "Oh yeah, I missed out the first time. Will you do another run?" I say, "Well, you know, let me know. Add yourself to the numbers, and once I get 30 or 40 people, I'll do it again. You know, we just take it." With Disco Scratch, which is a weekly online radio show that's been going for quite a few years now, hosted by Waxer. He was kind of struggling to fulfil every show because of personal commitments, and there's a guy called Repo136 who runs the Aging B-Boys Unite blog. He would do a regular takeover show once a month on there, and Waxer kind of opened it out to anybody. If you want to do a show, give us a shout, and you can do it. So I started doing those kind of late last year. Every other month I'll do a 2-hour thing, and I really enjoy doing them. And sometimes I find a struggle to find the time to do it, but it kind of forces me to keep my eye on the ball on what's coming out, as well as rediscovering stuff that came out 20 years ago that I actually missed? You know, because I always thought I had a pretty good knowledge on what came out, but through the last sort of 5 or 6 years, nearly every week I'm listening to something, I'm going, I've never heard this before. And it came out, you know, and it's not uber rare, unreleased. It's just stuff that I didn't catch.
You can't catch everything.
No,
and
that's the beauty about record collecting, is that you're never going to complete it. You know?
No, I try.
So in 2001, the lad that ran the JTQ fan site, it was called JTQ Groove. He decided to set up his own label called Hammond Beat. And the first signing that he got was a band called the Link Quartet from Italy, and it's very, judging by the name, it is very, very Hammond heavy, all of their releases. So I got involved in doing the logo work, the record label identity for that, and also the covers for the first sort of 3 or 4 albums that they did. And then through that, a few years later, when James Taylor started releasing more independent stuff, when he wasn't on a label, he sort of asked me if I'd do posters and CD covers for him, so I did 3 or 4 for him as well.
You've actually become quite involved with the Four Pillars event, which is sort of like harking back again to the sort of like old school UK hip hop, and a lot of the original artists are coming out and performing again. And I mean, we've missed, I think, the last 2 or 3. Is it?
Have you been to any of them?
No, I mean, I was supposed to meet you at one, I think, you know what I mean, and the next one I was away out of the country and so forth, so I still haven't been. And I really, really want to go, because there's so many sort of heroes of mine, if you like, that do actually play there. Yeah. How did you get involved with that?
Well, that was through STYLEWARRIOR again. I did a T-shirt for Son of Noise, which was going back to when, I think it was the second shirt I did, or third shirt. And I was kind of ignorant, really, because Son of Noise were one of those acts that I never actually owned the album. I had it a dub on cassette.
Yeah.
So I knew that DJ Madam was in the group. He was online, so I found him and I said, this is what I want to do, can I do it? And he was like, oh, you have to speak to my brother Jason, because he designed the logo. So I was like, okay. So I spoke to Jason, and now I didn't twig at the time that Jason was DJ's son,
right?
Son of Noise. I just thought it was his brother Jason. So he goes, yeah, go ahead, do it. And 3 years pass, and I've contacted him again, and I said, oh, I wouldn't mind doing a reprint of the T-shirt. He's like, yeah, great, go ahead and do it. And then a bit more time passed, and I wanted to do the Hard Noise T-shirt, and I didn't realise at the time that DJ's son was in both groups, and he was like, oh yeah, I did that as well. We were just kind of talking about stuff. Oh yeah, I did the Hard Noise logo. So he goes, yeah, go on, do that as well then. So we worked on a few projects together, and then I did the mug, the Serve Tea, then Murder mug, which went down quite well. And then he contacted me and said, oh yeah, we're going to be doing this, we're going to put this event together called Four Pillars.
Which means? I mean,
it's the four elements of hip hop. Yeah. I mean, some people argue there's 5 now, but it's the MCs, the breakers, the DJs, and the writers. Yeah. So he already had somebody lined up to do the flyer, because I said to him, oh, if you need any help, let me know. I'll help you out. And he's like, oh, cheers, we've already got someone sorted. I don't know who it was, but whoever it was kind of let him down, because he contacted me and said, we're getting a bit desperate now. Someone's let us down. Can you do the flyer for us? And the first one was like the old school block party.
That's right.
Thing. So I did that, and it's kind of gone from there, really. They've kind of come to me every time now to do the flyer.
The last one was in the electro sort of.
Yeah, so the second one I did was in the style of the Musical Life label, and then they wanted to do the third one in the style of Wild Style.
Right.
But I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do it in the style of the Electro 4 album. Which I did, and Q-Rock from the band started putting it all over Facebook, and within a day I woke up one morning, there's a voicemail from Morgan Khan. No, it wasn't a voicemail, it was a Facebook message from Morgan Khan saying, Martin, ring me, here's my number.
Oh no, what did he say?
I was like, oh no, here we go. So I phoned him, and to be fair, he was really nice about it. He's like, I think you know why I need to speak to you. And I was like, yeah, I can guess why you need to speak to me. And you know, he was right at the end of the day. It was like, he goes, if you'd come to me first and asked for permission, I would have said no problem, but what you have to understand is Street Sounds is still a label that's going.
That have also got a very big resurgence at the moment. They're they're putting out new electro albums and all sorts.
We've got investors in the brand, in the label. We've got an event happening not too far away from the one that you're promoting, and it looks confusing. And I was like, I hear what you're saying. I'm really sorry. It's, you know, it's coming from a place of love. It's like no one trying to trash, you know, your brand and stuff. And he's like, oh no, I totally understand that. He goes, but I now need to convince people, legal people, that, you know, it's okay. So he kind of let us sweat for a couple of weeks, and then he came back. He's like, as long as you change this bit, you're good to go. So he, in all fairness, he was really sound.
What was the bit that he wanted you to change?
In the top left-hand corner. It said 4 pillars in the style of Street Sounds, and he wanted us to remove that. So in its place was just the 4 pillars logo, which was a minor change really compared to what he could have asked us to do. So yeah, and then that was the last one, and then the new one I'm going to be starting work on within the next month or so to promote. The event will be at the end of the year, sort of November, December time. Which
we will definitely go to.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
So could you tell us some of the artists that have been playing there?
Well, on the first one, you had Comanche Sly, MCM, Son of Noise. I'm struggling to remember now who else. I mean, Son of Noise, because they organise it, they kind of always they've always got a presence there. I remember K-Sly and MCM were again at the second one, but a bit more kind of unofficial.
Wasn't Mello at one of them?
No, he was supposed to be there, and also Catch 22, but they both didn't happen.
Right.
You had Killer Instinct.
Okay.
Rodney P was at the second one, and on the third one, they tried to switch it up a little bit, bring on a few more current artists like Ty, Million Dan.
Who was from Demon Boys anyway?
Yeah, and Michael Parkinson as well. Yeah. So it was kind of a new sort of crowd. But yeah, they have the breakers there. They have graffiti writers kind of do up the gallery. Mo2 did the first one, which was great.
Yeah.
Art Jazz, and they've had DDS guys. So they try and
cater for all UK hip hop, old and new by the sounds of things.
But there's definitely a core crowd that seems to be at every one.
Cheers, Martin, for coming in all the way down on the hottest day of the year.
It's been a pleasure.
Looking very swish in your espadrilles though, as I'm in my flip flops.
And your STYLEWARRIor t-shirt.
And your STYLEWARRIor t-shirt. That's right. Yeah. So and now we're going to play some more of your tunes.
Great.
Right.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cool. Going back in time a bit now.
Going back in time on the UK hip hop tip. So we've had a couple of new ones. Now we're going to go to a couple of old ones.
Now playing the street life is fast.
Yeah, Caveman's second LP, the whole 9 yards and then some. Not easy to pick up these days.
No. I mean, the first album was had a lot of their big hits, but I think this was released as a 12, but this is a different version than the 12.
Yeah, this is the Principal remix, which I think Principal's production was just.
It was brilliant. I mean, they were the first, first UK act to be signed to a major label, which was Profile Records. So and you can kind of see why, really.
And I know MCM gets a bit of flack from the old school heads because he had a bit of a
American twang.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't really care. He sounds great. The production's great.
Exactly. If this would have come out of America, you'd have bought it anyway, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, but the whole album's pretty good. I mean, all the stuff that Caveman did was
brilliant. Good. Yeah, really, really good. Yeah, totally. Very nice. Yeah, well, we're going to go to another nice bit of old school UK hip hop now as well.
No fading effect. This is a no-no. That's why I use my lyric as a weapon.
Like posing,
of course.
Get it on my head.
So striking resemblance.
Overlord X's first album, X versus the World. Oh no, Weapon is my lyric. Sorry.
That's the second album.
Yeah, very good album.
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah, totally good. I remember buying this in our price when it first came out many moons ago.
And I seem to, was he kind of like one of the first that started to sound British?
Yeah, I suppose him and London Posse definitely, because even the Demon Boys had a little bit of an American twang to some of their sort of
in their early
that's it.
But yeah, brilliant album. Lovely artwork on the back as well.
That's right, yeah. Which was going to be on one of your t-shirts.
No, that's
right. Yeah, it has been on one of the t-shirts. That's right, Lord V.
So yeah, I've done Lord V. I've done Overall X before. So yeah, great album.
Yeah, really good.
And he's a nice guy as well.
Oh, you actually spoken to him?
I've kind of emailed him.
Right, okay, cool.
That way, but no, he's nice. Yeah, solid guy.
Yeah, I have to say, in regards to sort of like the Overlord X stuff, there's just so many brilliant samples all the way through all of their songs. You just know that they must have been involved in that UK music scene from the early 80s onwards, you know what I mean? Because some of the rare grooves that they've actually sort of like put in and out of their songs are fantastic, so wicked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They must be talking about the shed.
Yeah. Feel most chill.
Man, it sounds the
This is pretty much brand new, right?
We gonna do it like this.
Yeah, a few months old. He's got Phil Most Chill on vocals. He seems to be getting around quite a lot at the moment.
for good reasons.
Yeah, absolutely, it's quality. We've got Mr. Fantastic on production, and again, he's getting around a lot as well, Mr. Fantastic. I think that mix of the UK production and the US vocals works really well.
It does, yeah, it seems to be happening more and more as well, which is great.
I'm pretty sure you can still pick this up. Like I said, I've only had this a couple of months, or download even when you get that as well. But yeah, quality, two really good tracks.
Yeah. I'd love to play the whole of this, I have to say, but we haven't got that much time. But we have we've got a hell of a theme and we've got a hell of a break from Martin as well. So yeah, killer. Unison of just our head nods.
Excellent.
Yeah, wicked. Here we go. Yeah, this is Martin's break of the week, and it is Mr. Jeff Love.
Again, you know, Jeff Love, he's pretty solid.
Who wouldn't be with a name like Jeff Love?
Because you've got Love Road, Jeff Love.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice drums. Yeah. A nice piping background. Yeah, this is the theme from Batman.
I think if ever I see anything theme related by Jeff Love, I've got to buy it, because there's always going to be one or two on there that are pretty good.
And there usually is.
Yeah, so superheroes.
Wicked. There's some other cracking tracks on this as well. There's Superman, The Incredible Hulk, Barnet Woman, Spider-Man, Blake 7, The Saint, Wonder Woman. Awesome.
Where have we heard this version before though? Haven't I heard this sampled somewhere?
Oh, I think the Plump DJs might have sampled this somehow. Anyway, here's our theme of the week. Right, this is our theme. Well, this is Martin's theme of the week, and he's donning his disco hat here, and
We all have a disco track.
this one is called Salsation, which is actually on the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. But this is this one, Saturday Night Fever, and what I don't know if you can see this, but there's a rare pressing with lots of
Slightly different artwork.
phallic elements here that John Travolta with huge slong.
Slow, quick, slow. Is that the way?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
He's quite surprised.
yeah, he's very surprised. Obviously, with a big cock like that in his face, he would be. Anyway. But wicked tune, actually.
Yeah,
really good covers of actually two of the arguably the biggest, best tracks on the album. Anyway, but,
Martin doesn't just do Saturday Night Fever soundtracks. No, he works with the greats.
Leo Sayer. Check that out. Can you see these? I mean, what's beautiful? I mean, this actually is a new album. It's a concept album for Leo.
I think the hit off this was "You Make Me Feel Like Wanking."
yeah. And there is a Gangstar break on this as well, although I don't know whether I think Guru might be tossing in his grave actually at this moment if he knew that there was that on the front. But anyway, oh, look at that.
You used a couple of fellas from the... You had a couple of fellas in mind when you
Well,
did this,
not us.
I spent a lot of years. I said yes. Well, yeah.
Not us. A couple of fellas you know, anyone?
Yeah, kind of here.
yeah, about right. Yeah.
There we go.
Anyway, that's our week wrapped up, and thanks ever so much to the phenomenal artwork genius Martin STYLEWARRIOR.
Oh, sorry, I put that cock in your face. Sorry.
yeah. Yeah. Well, you're dribbling a bit, Martin.
It's the first time I've had one there.
Yeah, cracking interview, cracking tracks.
Cracking chat.
Cracking
There
chat.
you go, yeah. So anyway, so we'll be back next week, and I hope you've enjoyed the show.
Yeah. Bye.